endlessly searching for an original sin.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to NinNin Days. Since Sweet Pool's on a bit of a break while I try to figure out how to save the saves, let's continue this awesome little series.
Itadakimasu!
Food! A few days have passed since Sum decided to start living with me. As usual, Sum stuffs in mouthful after mouthful of rice with a beaming smile on her face. I sit before her as she chows down, thinking of making just one suggestion. Hey, Sum, do you think about helping me out around the house? Since she arrived, not only have the dirty dishes and laundry increased, but so had my food costs. I gotta work and don't have time for the accumulating amount of housework.
家のこと？もちろんいいけど、どんなことをするの？
Let's see, cleaning up and stuff?
掃除？私、まだ一人前の忍者じゃないのに。
Huh?
そうと決まったら、まずは標的の情報を集めなきゃ。主様、何人掃除すればいいの？
Whoa, 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 whoa! I think you got the wrong idea. When I say clean up, I don't mean assassination.
違うの？忍者に掃除をお願いするって、そういうことかと。
Sheesh. How vicious are you? Cleaning the house, like taking out the trash, dusting, and so on.
ああ、そっちか。びっくりしちゃった。
That kind of cleaning, it's not something one would normally must understand. I'm the one in shock here. I've been swamped with work and letting you stay here, so could I ask you this as a favor?
お安いご用だよ、主様。
You're a lifesaver. Alright, let's figure out what to do after breakfast.
よい！
Sum looks back at me with a carefree smile. I like your peppy attitude, but we've got to do something about the rice stuck in your cheek. Alright, why don't you start by washing the dishes? Wrong button.
勝手に承知！任せて！
Sure, sure. What is this sudden crushing sense of unease? There was that commotion with the fire jutsu earlier. Oblivious to my unease, Sum skillfully gathers the dishes from the table and carries them to the sink. Did you help with chores at home a lot?
昔は何回かお手伝いしたことがあるんだけど。
What does she mean, but? That's super suspicious.
最近は母上も父上もすみれは食べるだけでいいの。お願い大丈夫だからってお手伝いさせてくれないんだよ。
Oh, I see. If even Sum's parents are begging her not to help.
主様もひどいと思うでしょ？私だって母上のお手伝いしてあげたいのにな。
Maybe she wanted you to concentrate on your training?
そうかな。母上、すごく何かに怯えるような感じだったんだよ。
What did you do? Sum's panic is palpable. That word. I look in the direction of the kitchen sink. You okay?
問題ないよ。
Sum had just caught a plate mere inches from the floor.
これぐらいならいつも通りだよ。大丈夫だって。
Oh, really? She continues to drop plates, barely catching them at the last moment, escaping disaster. Dear Sum's mother, I really do empathize with you. Despite her leave it to me attitude, as the observer, I'm on the edge of my seat. Oh, I suppose that since she's a ninja, she's compensating for her clumsiness with her quick reflexes.
主様、お皿洗い終わったよ。次は何をお手伝いしたらいい？
Let me think. At this rate, any chores using gas would be unwise, so definitely no cooking. Hopefully she can manage cleaning on her own. Next, can you clean up the house? Here, this is the vacuum cleaner. The outlet is over here.
わかった。
I'll take out the trash.
よい。ところで、主様。この掃除機とコンセントって何？
Are you serious? She'd never heard of a rice cooker, so not knowing a vacuum cleaner is either is reasonable. Wait. Why am I justifying this? How did you clean the house?
はたきとかほうき、ちりとり、雑巾、それから。
That's a lot of outdated cleaning equipment.
うちは昔からこんな感じだよ。掃除は心身を鍛える修行になるからって母上が言ってたし。
I see. I'm sure that using machines would take away any meaningful training. But not knowing what an outlet is? That's just bizarre. For now, just stick this in the outlet, then press this button and the vacuum cleaner will turn on.
うんうん。
When you want it to stop, just press the same button.
それだけ？
That's all. Easy, right?
うん。この黒い尻尾を壁に刺して赤い丸を押すんだね。
Black tail. Why can't you just say plug? Yep, you've got it. Some rests her chin on her fist and nods her head up and down pensitively a few times. I'm not positive she understands, but it should be fine. Everything is peachy until I have 1 foot out the door to take out the trash. It's not the sound of the vacuum cleaner that worries me, rather the sound of a few metallic snaps as if something broke. That vacuum tends to jam if it's sucked up something strange. I called to her just to be sure. Did something get stuck in the vacuum? I peep around the corner into the room and see Some on the guard with her throwing stars and knife. What? Lying on the floor in front of Some is the miserable broken carcass of my vacuum cleaner, stabbed clean through with another one of her throwing stars and knives. How did this happen?
主様、このからくりの中にあやかしでも封印してるの？
Of course not. Oh, my vacuum is destroyed.
だって黒い尻尾を壁に刺したら暴れ出したよ。ゴーって大きな音を立てて。
Well, she did say she'd never seen a vacuum before. The sudden loud noise must have petrified her. Wait. But that doesn't mean she had to chuck her knives at it. I'm just about to call to Some, who's poking the vacuum with the tip of her throwing knife. That's when my phone starts to buzz. Why does it have to be now? Glancing at the screen, I see the word Mom displayed. What now? Just days ago, she called to ask, "Aren't you going to look for a job?" We thought about it, and ever since then, We'd thought about it, and ever since then, she'd only text me when she wants to talk about work. Oh, that was the night I met Some. Other than that, my parents usually contact me when it's important or an emergency. I should pick up. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Some still zoned out. I press the answer button. Hello? Oh, hello. It's Mom. What is it? I told you a million times I'm not interested in a new job. It's not that. It's about your...
すごーい！主様、これ何？
Some grabs my hand and pulls it towards her chest, forcibly peering into my phone screen. What's the problem? I'm making a phone call, so chill out. I accidentally hit the speaker button and my mom's voice echoed throughout the room.
これどういう仕組みなの？母親ってことは、主様のお母様とお話ししてるの？
Of course. So just quiet down for a minute. Who's this? Are you my son's girlfriend?
主様のお母様、こんにちは。
Master? Nothing. It's nothing, Mother. Listen here, young man. I understand dating girls, but should you be making her call you that? Mom, it's not.
主様、もっとお話ししてみたい。
Oh, God. Oh, shut up already! By the time I finished teaching some about the chores while simultaneously trying to get things done, the sun is already starting to set. It's already nighttime when I eventually get dinner on the table. Man, I'm beat. I never thought teaching housework to someone would be so exhausting. The housework part of it, but that phone call had caused me the most mental exhaustion. My mom had misunderstood the whole situation, and it had taken a considerable amount of time to dispel her doubts. In the end, the phone call hadn't been urgent. All she wanted to talk about was getting rid of my childhood toys. I could care less. Just figure it out without me.
主様、ご飯まだ？
I get it. Give me a minute, it's on the way. Some had a satisfied look on her face after finishing her chores for the day. Completely shameless, that's what that smile is. Scooping rice I'd cooked this morning into a bowl, I handed it to Some.
いただきます。
Some opens her mouth wide and piles in a heap of spoonful of rice. She sure loves eating. Ever since Some arrived, I've been cooking 5 cups of rice a day. At first I thought 3 would be too much, but she eats every last bite with so much enthusiasm that she'd probably eat mine if I didn't pay attention.
おいしい。
As long as she enjoys eating this much, as the cook I couldn't be happier. Will you be able to use the appliances tomorrow?
大丈夫。主様に教えてもらったことは忘れないよ。
Alright, if you're sure. I still feel uneasy, but if she says so, I hope.
そうだ。これ、主様が外へ行ってる時に届いた手紙だよ。
Handing me a letter, Some sticks out her chest proudly as if to say, "Look what I did!" Thank you. Like I explained to you this afternoon, you can throw away all the flyers in the mailbox. You got everything else right? After hearing her cheerful confirmation, I looked down at the envelope. Credit card bill. This shouldn't be urgent. I'll check it later.
主様、お友達からの手紙？
Nobody writes letters these days.
そうなの？私の里だと友達と文通をするって普通のことだけど。
With the difference in culture and old-fashioned ideas, I almost start to think that some time traveled here from the past. I begin to wonder what Some's home is like. You don't have phones or vacuum cleaners, not to mention outlets. Do places like that really exist nowadays?
あ、田舎だと思ってバカにしてるでしょ。
Yes. I never said that. Honestly, I'm just curious.
里のことはあんまり話しちゃダメって言われてるからな。
Well, I am your master. I knew it. I had a feeling it was hidden village of sorts.
でも、主様だったらちょっとくらいいいかな。
Huh, really?
いいの。私の里は山奥の方にあってね。みんな忍者なんだよ。
Oh, I couldn't have guessed.
里の外の人に会うことはあんまりないかな。たまに新しい血を入れるために外から人が来ることもあるけど。
New blood? It seems like a pretty small community. Inviting in new blood must be to avoid marriage between relatives. Apparently, they have no contact other than that. That's why she'd been so unfamiliar with an outlet and other appliances. Suddenly diving into civilized society from that environment must be confusing.
そういうのに慣れていくのもこの修行の目的だからね。私はまだ見習いだけど、ちゃんと修行を終わらせて立派な忍者として認められたいの。 そのためにも、もっともっといろんな経験を積まないと。
You're eager enough, that's for sure. Still, I'm not about to help her rip my things to pieces with her throwing knives at every new discovery.
主様も、いつか里に案内してあげたいな。
What? She couldn't be talking about new blood or whatever.
そういう意味じゃないよ。ただ、主様にはお世話になってるからと思って。
Yeah, I knew that. Sorry for that weird reaction.
私は別に。それより、主様、お手紙は読まなくてもいいの？
Oh, I'll read this letter, don't worry. Later. It's one thing while I'm eating alone, but opening this in the middle of our dinner would be doubtlessly bad manner.
おかわりするけど、主様の分も一緒によそってこようか。
No, I'm fine. I still have some left.
そう？じゃあ、私の分だけおかわりしてくるね。
While I'm lost in thought, Sum's pace doesn't slow, and she continues to suck down rice like a vacuum cleaner. The rice cooker is empty before I can blink.
ごちそうさまでした。
In the time I ate up one bowl of rice, how many did Sum devour? I'll try counting next time.
主様。
Sum's gaze slowly lifts from her empty rice bowl and slides towards me. She peeps up at me through unturned eyelashes. What is it?
正直、壊しちゃったでしょ。それなのに、謝ってなかったなーって。
Oh, don't worry about that. It's okay. It was old anyways, so now I have an excuse to buy a new one.
そう？
Sure. So don't feel bad about it.
ありがとう、主様。
A smile blossoms on her face. Yep, a smiling face definitely suits Sum. I almost forgot about the broken vacuum cleaner. Until she mentioned it, I'd completely forgotten about the vacuum. Actually, maybe I'd probably avoid thinking about it. I just don't have enough money to consider a new one right now. In my situation, a broom and dustpan might be more financially advisable. Let's do this.
主様？どこかに行くの？
I'm going to go to the home center. Remember, I'm leaving the chores to you tomorrow. Well, I thought I'd go and get you a broom and cloth and stuff.
そっか。じゃあ、お皿洗いは任せて。お風呂掃除もやっておくから。
I'm counting on you.
いってらっしゃい。
Please don't break any dishes, I silently pray as Sum waves goodbye to me. Aw, man, rain. I made it all the way to the home center to buy the cleaning supplies. But when I leave the shop after getting my shopping done, it rains buckets. I feel stupid forking out money for a new umbrella and run home instead. Maybe I should have gotten an umbrella after all. It's too late for regret now. I'm already soaking wet anyways. Didn't Sum say she'd get the bath cleaned? It would be a pain to go all the way inside with these dripping clothes. I'll just take the bath first. Taking my pants and shirt off in the entryway, I stand there in my boxers. I swiftly move the bathroom, trying not to drip any rainwater on the floor. This is the convenient part of sharing the house with someone. Yikes, it's cold. Glad I got Sum to wash the bath. I leap out of the bathroom and close the door behind me. I'm sorry, I never thought you'd be in here. Total silence from the bathroom.
主様のフラチも。
What?
なんでもない。
I hear the sound of the door opening. She must have gone in to take a bath. Oh man, I really pissed her off. I think as I lean against the bathroom door. After Sum finishes her bath, I go to take my turn. I now I know I should have apologized when she returned to the main room, but something told me now is not the time to start a conversation. I finish my bath and then try to apologize to Sum when she calls me over. Which leads me to this point. This feels serious. Wait, no. I caught a glimpse of Sum changing, and that's what was wrong. But it's not the end of the world. Sum?
何かな、主様。
No, never mind. It's nothing. What is this oppressive atmosphere? I'm scared of saying the wrong thing and digging myself in even deeper.
主様。
Yes?
私も主様に先にお風呂入っちゃうねって言わなかったのも悪いと思うよ。でも、脱衣所に入る前に確認しなくちゃだよね。
Well, that's true, but if I add I'm used to living alone here, she'll get even more angry. Even I can give myself credit for understanding that.
父上に怒られちゃう。落第忍者の烙印をされたらどうしよう。
You can become a failure as a ninja just for that? Anyway, what does your father have to do with this?
すっごく関係あるの。男女がお互いの裸を見せるのは一生約束した関係じゃないとダメって決まってるんだから。
Yeah, right. Well, I've never had a girlfriend, so what do I know about romantic relationships anyway? But these days, since there's such a thing as shotgun wedding, some couples must be seeing each other naked before marriage. When she says it's known, could she mean possibly that it's ninja law? Hey, I wasn't naked and you weren't naked either, right? That's not failure.
私は裸だったよ。
You were wearing underwear. Not completely, no. That would be a distasteful jab right about now. It'll only make things worse. If you and I keep our mouths shut, your father will never know, right?
そうかな。でも、主様、秘密にしてくれるの？
Who would I go out of my way to announce? Yep, I saw her naked. I never had a girlfriend, so I don't know if that's normal, but still.
よかった。でも、だからって覗いちゃダメだからね。
I wouldn't do that. Faced with a glare like that, why would I be willing to jump out the pan and into the fire? But that is... Sorry, I'll be careful next time, I promise.
わざと覗いたんじゃないみたいだし、いいの。それから、これ、ありがとう。
Sum is holding all the cleaning equipment that I'd bought earlier.
私、頑張ってお部屋をきれいにするね。
Great. I knew you could do it. It's a big help. Sum smiles bashfully while nodding.
明日はどこを掃除しようかな。
Apparently, Sum wants to decide where to clean and start walking around the room. Watching Sum, something suddenly occurs to me. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the credit card bill. I open the envelope that's been left on my desk and check its contents. I mentally prepare myself for a big bill, considering I've been spending a lot more money on food since Sum got here. I rub my eyes in disbelief, but the figure on the paper remains the same. 110, 100, 1,000, 10,000. No, there are too many digits there. There's one more zero than there should be. Did I really spend that much? Could this be because of Sum's food budget? I anticipated a larger food expense, but this is way more than expected. I should get paid for work before this money is withdrawn. But I'm worried about the next month's bill. I side-eye Sum, who's calmed down a bit after searching for places to clean. I've trusted Sum with the cleaning. Asking her to take on the burden of a part-time job would be overdoing it, right? I need another job. If I change to paying in installments, this will become a battle to keep up with the interest.
主様、どうしたの？
Perhaps she heard me muttering to myself. Some approaches me and tilts her head to the side as if peering at my face. No, it's nothing.
本当に？主様、難しそうな顔してるよ。
If I explain my financial concern to some, I know she'll end up feeling guilty. We haven't known each other for long, but Some is pretty reliable. She may be clumsy and out of touch with modern society, but she's an earnest girl at heart. Some replies with an "oh" and returns to her cleaning tools, fidgeting with them. I turn to my desk and start up my laptop. I hope I can find a decent part-time job. Staff needed, urgent, high wages, and so on. I check recruitment advertisements where these slogans are lined up one after another. The only job that offers flexibility are temp work. That's not secure enough. Other part-time jobs like staff work or management are few and far between. Ideally, I want something that doesn't interfere with my current job, but I'm hardly in the position to make any demands.
主様、何やってるの？
Nothing in particular. I close the browser page before Some manages to sneak a peek. This will all come to nothing if I'm caught now.
あ、これ何？あの板と同じ道具？
My cell phone? Well, yeah, it's similar. You can use it for almost anything.
私にも使える？
I can teach you how to use it, but promise you won't chuck your throwing stars at it, okay? Some blushes at the words that had spilled out from my mouth.
大丈夫だよ。あれはちょっとびっくりしただけだもん。
You be nice to Some. She's special. Pat, 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 pat. I can't pat her head. They haven't given me hand stuff yet. It seems she remembered the vacuum cleaner she destroyed not so long ago. This is so expensive, it can't even be compared to a vacuum cleaner. She can break anything else but not my laptop. Alright, take a seat here.
Hi!
Giving up my seat to Some, I end up standing next to her. Use this to move the arrow on the screen. I use the mouse to give her a little demonstration.
おー。
It's like when I show my guinea pigs how to use the computer. They love it. They love saying hi to you guys during streams. It can't be that astonishing, but considering how she'd reacted to the rice cooker, it's to be expected. Little by little, I show her how to operate my laptop until she can execute some simple functions. Normally, I only use the internet, so this should be enough for now.
こことここを押して。
Looking at the letter displayed, Some concentrates hard on entering something in the web browser. As is, she'll probably be focused on my computer for a while. Meanwhile, I'll just job hunt. Excuse me. With my attention on my phone, I check a few recruitment sites. Recently, there are more and more sites like this, yet I can't decide if that's convenient or inconvenient. There's just too much information, and I have to sift through all of it. For now, I search for a job with a flexible schedule, high wages, that plus something I can do long term. It won't be easy finding something that good. As I expect, late night work really has the best pay. There are less customers than during the day, and wages are higher because of the nighttime. And that's where we're going to leave it, guys. Thank you guys for joining me for another time with Some. Don't forget, if you guys are watching on YouTube, you can check out all the fun links in the description. And if you're watching anywhere else, I'm over on YouTube under Purity Sin and Sinfully Pure. So come check us out. I'm also on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. I have my own little shop, which has got lots of cute things. You can find me on OnlyFans, Patreon, and Subscribe Star. That's it. Thank you guys for joining me. Bye, guys. Love you all.